Especially see disturbing.
This case takes place in the U.S.
Like Dallas, some guy got his head decapitated. After the guy who decapitated it was playing basically playing soccer with his head. You see how insane that is? Playing soccer with someone you just cut up while his family was literally watching from the inside.
USA. In September of 2025, a case at a Dallas motel shocked the state and even drew international attention. What began as a mundane argument escalated into a horrifying event witnessed by onlookers and captured on CCTV. This is the case of Chandra Nagamalaya. Chandra was born on the 2nd of December 1974 in India. In India, Chandra was an entrepreneur. He ran a small hotel business in Bangalore, but sought better opportunities abroad. In 2018, he moved to the United States of America, joining a sibling who had established a hotel business there decades earlier. He settled in Dallas, Texas, with his wife and their son, who was born around 2007. By 2025, the family had made Dallas their home. In Dallas, Chandra worked hard as a manager at the Downtown Suites Motel in Old East Dallas. Friends and relatives affectionately nicknamed him Bob. He was widely described as a devoted husband, a loving father, and a kind soul. A close friend described him as a jolly person who was never angry, someone who would laugh off jokes and always avoid conflict. At the motel, Chandra was known to be hardworking, friendly, and embodied a gentle demeanor. He lived on site at the motel with his family, his wife, and their 18-year-old son, Gaurav. Wednesday the 10th of September 2025 began like any other day in the motel. It was the morning, and the staff were going about their daily routines. Shortly after 8 a.m., Chandra was working alongside two of his employees. One of them was a female housekeeper, and the other was Jordanis Cobos Martinez. Jordanis was cleaning one of the ground floor motel rooms, room 108. Chandra's wife was in the front office, and his 18-year-old son was nearby on the property. What happened over the next 20 to 30 minutes would turn this ordinary morning into a scene of pure horror. Inside room 108, an argument erupted over a broken washing machine. Chandra instructed Jordanis not to use the washer at the motel. However, there was a language barrier. Chandra didn't speak Spanish, and Jordanis didn't speak English. When Chandra asked the other employee to translate his instructions to Jordanis, he took offense. Jordanis became angry that Chandra spoke to the other employee instead of addressing him directly. He felt disrespected by the need of a translator. This other co-worker later told the police that this translation issue triggered him. Jordanis was upset, and he exchanged heated words with Chandra as tempers flared. But then, Jordanis abruptly stormed out of the room in anger. However,
Person does not speak the same language as you. Because he, wouldn't it be worse? Just nodded would be worse. I'm acting like I even know what you're saying. But you definitely don't. Him asking, so like, what do you want him to do? Ask him, speak English, not Spanish or some other shit. I speak English. Could you say in English? Wouldn't that be more disrespectful? Someone to basically translate for you, but you're speaking a different language. Like what? Like, oh my days, bro. Shit, this nigga's getting me mad, bro. This nigga's getting me mad. Like listen. Like I said, it would be better if what he did was correct. Usually, personally, okay, I will speak from experience. If I don't know what you're saying, I'm gonna look at you and just nod. Makes sense. Yeah. It's act like I know everything. I don't understand one single word you say. I understand. I know a lot of people do that too, but like still, could I get some, sir? But yeah, as I was saying, yeah. Da-no, da-no.
This wasn't the end of the heated argument. In fact, it had just begun. Jordanis returned to the room moments later, only this time armed with a large machete, and what followed was a sudden explosion of violence. According to investigators, Jordanis began attacking Chandra with a machete without warning. He swung the blade repeatedly, hacking at Chandra multiple times. Chandra was stabbed and slashed. He suffered terrible wounds, but he was still alive. After being slashed, Chandra managed to get away and he ran for his life, screaming for help. He bolted out of room 108 and sprinted across the parking lot towards the motel's main office, which was where his family was. A security camera captured him yelling and running, with Jordanis chasing close behind, machete in hand. Chandra's single goal was to reach his wife and son to warn them and seek refuge. Someone who was staying at the motel watched in horror. They said, "He chased him from 108 all the way to the office. Chandra was trying to get to the office to tell his family to run." Chandra got as far as he could, but the attacker was determined. In the span of seconds, Jordanis caught up with him just outside of the front office. Due to hearing the commotion, Chandra's wife and son emerged from the office only to be confronted with a total nightmare. They saw Jordanis attacking Chandra with the blade again. Both wife and son tried to intervene, desperately attempting to pull him away, but there was nothing they could do. Chandra's wife screamed, and his son grabbed him away. Chandra got Chandra was stabbed and slashed. He suffered terrible wounds, but he was still alive. After being slashed, Chandra managed to get away and he ran for his life, screaming for help. He bolted out of room 108 and sprinted across the parking lot towards the motel's main office, which was where his family was. A security camera captured him yelling and running, with Jordanis chasing close behind, machete in hand. Chandra's single goal was to reach his wife and son to warn them and seek refuge. Someone who was staying at the motel watched in horror. They said, "He chased him from 108 all the way to the office. Chandra was trying to get to the office to tell his family to run."
These two people in front of him.
Chandra got as far as he could, but the attacker was determined. In the span of seconds, Jordanis caught up with him just outside of the front office. Due to hearing the commotion, Chandra's wife and son emerged from the office only to be confronted with a total nightmare. They saw Jordanis attacking Chandra with the blade again.
What? Him? Bro, the nigga has a fucking matchet in his hand. Nigga, pull that. Oh,
Both wife and son tried to intervene, desperately attempting to pull him away, but there was nothing they could do. Chandra's wife screamed, and his son grappled with Jordanis, but he was in a frenzied state, and he just shoved them aside forcibly, and then proceeded to hack at Chandra. An onlooker saw what was happening. He went over to Chandra's wife and son and pulled them away, urging them to retreat. Jordanis showed absolutely no mercy. He repeatedly and violently swung the machete at Chandra even as he lay in the parking lot unconscious. Amid the attack, Jordanis paused at one point to go through Chandra's pockets. He pulled out his mobile phone and his lanyard with his keycards to the motel rooms. This momentary pause
open door and stab him or some shit? What's he trying to do?
Was only preceded with greater brutality. Jordanis then resumed hacking at Chandra with the blade, but then he grabbed his head and began hacking through him.
Hey, video, bro. Yeah, Twitter. Yeah, there's no crazy shit on my shit. No one asked, but I'm just saying. Just in case, yeah. I don't be on that weird ass shit. At least not on a good day. Yeah, David's bodyguard was looking on some weird shit. He called the Celeste girl pretty girl, allegedly. Just saying. But yeah, as I was saying, what am I looking for? Uh, Super. Oh, he hit his arm. I'm fucking muting this shit, bro. Yo, he fell on the floor. Ah, shoot. What was the so? Did you add not that much to it, bro? Oh my! Yo, the son pushed him. Yo, pull him away. What can you guys do? Did he stop moving? Hey, the son is that son? The son tried helping, or the mom? Oh, oh, that's the wife. Pull him away, bro. Pull the dad away. Oh, he's bleeding. Oh fuck. And bro, keeps hitting more. One of his legs stopped working. Oh my days, what the fuck? This is literally gore. Ah shit. Did he hit the son? This nigga in the back pulled out his bone. What the fuck? Yo, oh shoot, he stopped moving. No. Fuck. What the fuck? Fuck. That's the one pushing him on. Another scene that. Oh, she's crying. Oh, the guy's pushing. The son is pushing her away. Oh, why she still? Yo. Oh. Oh my days. What the fuck? What the fuck? Bro, like what? Yo.
His neck. He did this.
And he kicked it like it was a song. He kicked it. Instead of kicking, bro. You already did the deed. Why the hell you disrespect it more? Who just did that just for the fun of it? And he picked up and threw it in the trash. That's crazy. Bro, what could have started like calling back more? Maybe ran up or some shit. I don't know. Damn.
Until Chandra's head was removed from his body. By around
Hate it, bro.
8:30 a.m., Chandra was dead, his body mutilated on the ground, but the attackers
Oh yeah, I saw that shit. Yo, the mom was
with
trying
a
to.
blooded machete in one hand and
He was using
Chandra's
his
head in
leg
the
to.
other. Jordanis stood momentarily. He then placed Chandra's head on the ground
Shit,
and
kicking
kicked
it.
the severed head twice across the parking lot. As one witness later said, he kicked his head like a soccer ball. But it didn't even end here. Jordanis calmly picked up the head off the ground and walked towards a nearby dumpster on the motel property. He then tossed
You niggas
Chandra's
are
head
weird, bro.
into the trash. All of this happened in broad daylight before the emergency services could arrive.
They say, no. Okay, guns. Useful. No, why the fuck did I accidentally put? Why the fuck did I ask? Nope, no, fucking delete this shit.
The entire attack transpired in just minutes. Surveillance footage captured many of these moments in stark detail. Chandra's wife and son were left horrified
They were right in
and
front,
deeply
bro.
traumatized. One can only imagine the horror and adrenaline coursing through onlookers as they struggled to process what was.
Bro, like, why the hell did he stop running? Nigga, if you can't run, he should have tried trooping him. If he like fell for the fake, maybe drop kick him or some shit. Actually, drop kick him would not. Okay, it depends. Not a drop kick, like just a regular kick, just to keep him away. And just yell. He should have ran to the road instead of running to his help. You need a lot of stamina,
As all this
though.
unfolded, many of the witnesses began calling 911 to report what was happening. At 8:31 a.m., mere minutes after the beheading, the first emergency responders arrived.
Right
An
after.
ambulance crew pulled up at the motel, responding to reports of a stabbing in process. Paramedics, however, are not trained to enter an active danger scene. They stopped at a safe distance when they saw the situation. Jordanis was still on the premises, covered in blood, wielding the machete, and walking away from the gruesome scene. The paramedics discreetly followed him from a distance in their vehicle. Dallas police units converged the area within minutes. At approximately 8:35, officers located Jordanis about a block away from the motel and they moved in to arrest him. He didn't get too far. He was still near the property and he made no concerted effort to hide or flee quickly. The police reported that when they apprehended him, he was still holding the bloody machete and had Chandra's cell phone on him. His entire body was soaked with blood, grim evidence linking him unmistakably to the crime. Officers took him into custody without any further incident. There was no report of resistance during his arrest. So by now you're probably wondering, who was this man? And what could drive someone to do this? Jordanis was born in March of 1988 in Cuba. At some point he left Cuba and entered the United States illegally, eventually residing in Texas. And by 2025, he was working as a maintenance or cleaning staff member at the Dallas motel where Chandra was a manager. However, Behind this unassuming role as a motel handyman was a long and violent criminal history across multiple states. Over the 8 years preceding the murder, he had been arrested and charged in Florida, California, and Texas. In 2017 Florida, he was arrested and charged with felony grand theft auto for allegedly stealing a Mercedes-Benz. Later that year in California, he was arrested for an attempted carjacking incident. According to police reports, he was completely naked at the time, tried to drag a woman from her car, climbed in with her, and assaulted her. In 2018 in Texas, he was arrested and charged with indecency with a...
To literally repeat offender. Wait for more. Maybe like, and I would not be like up him, but like, since he assaulted someone, he'll chop his shit off, bro. Unless you chop his shit off. Unless you get a knife, cut his shit. So he can't have nothing. What you tell him? What you saying? Oh, he did all that and why the fuck is this nigga out? And he's what's it called? Felon too? Why is this nigga out? Why was he out of jail?
The child, and whilst awaiting trial, he punched a jailer in the jaw. In 2023 in California,
Punched somehow free? He's somehow free? Like, dude, think about it. He raped someone. He went to jail. He literally physically assaulted people around. He still... Those was give you this. That's a minimum of like 10 years. That's literally a minimum of like 10 years. And he was somehow set free. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? He was somehow set free. Hey man, the judge who was, he was definitely paying his family was probably or the judge just fucking sucked. The judge sucks. It's letting criminals out.
He was arrested for a 2017 carjacking and false imprisonment. In August of 2023, a Californian judge granted him probation on the false imprisonment conviction. In late 2023, he was arrested in Texas on a fugitive warrant and turned over to the US Immigration and Customs Enforcement. With his extensive criminal record, an immigration judge had already ordered him to be removed and deported back to Cuba. However, Cuba refused to accept him due to his criminal history.
Yeah, it's not.
Effectively stranding him in US custody. Under US law, if an immigrant's home country will not issue travel documents, then ICE must eventually release the person under supervision. Thus, on the 13th of
ship him to some other country on some different. You have to release him. Who has 80 different things, and niggas saying release him. Congratulations, that's actually like makes sense. Yo. I have a question. Let's say, are you listening? If you were a judge, someone raped a girl. He basically stole a car. He literally he beat up random people and punched the jailer. He's illegal to the country, and you tried shipping him back to the country he came from. And they declined. Would you let him free? These niggas released him. It's like Cuba did not want this nigga. Yeah. Yes, they released him to society. This is like we releasing fucking Joker to Gotham. Releasing Joker. Literally. That's basically what they did. This nigga went to go chop up, decapitate a random guy. The guy, he got, this dumbass nigga got mad. The guy didn't know how to speak his language. Nigga, there's literally no point of putting it in that fucking cop car. Yo, all the cop empty the whole clip on. No, I don't care. And this nigga, he literally decapitated someone, started kicking the guy's head. That's already disrespectful. That is already Yo, bro, why the fuck is this nigga out? Watch. Let's say 2 years. Let's say he went to jail 2 years and letting this nigga free again. Like, bro, the nigga, bro. Bro, put one in his head. What are you doing? Raping someone, bro? Raped a girl. Oh, you just, maybe it's just a one-time. Nigga, put off the nigga, bro. I'm just saying. Okay, if he, like, literally, hold it into a car, raped there, stole the car. These niggas are on some stupid shit. The fuck? Like, what?
January 2025, ICE released Jordanis from detention on an order of supervision. He walked free into the US populace, albeit with check-ins required. By September of 2025, Jordanis was living in Dallas and working at the motel. Despite his alarming past, Jordanis had managed to avoid permanent incarceration or removal. Following his arrest, he was described by officials as a barbaric criminal with an extensive rap sheet. It was against this backdrop that the events of September the 10th, 2025 unfolded. Back at the motel, investigators and crime scene personnel began processing the horrific scene. They found Chandra's decapitated remains in the parking lot and discovered his head from the dumpster where the killer had thrown it. Even for very, very seasoned detectives, the brutality was shocking. The level of violence employed left everyone deeply disturbed. During the police interrogation, Jordanis admitted to the crime almost immediately when speaking with a detective. Now, with the confession, the CCTV, and the witnesses, there was literally no doubt that he was responsible for the murder, but the police still needed a motive. Why did he do this? The answer was incredibly trivial.
Guys should bring out what you wait
the witness
more.
accounts, it appears that the motive was Jordanis becoming enraged over a perceived slight in communication, not being spoken to directly and being spoken to through a translator, and because of this, he exploded in uncontrollable violence. There is no indication of premeditation or a personal vendetta beyond that morning dispute. Rather, instead, it seems to be a case of sudden, uncontrolled rage turning incredibly lethal. By late morning on the 10th of September, the Dallas police had formally charged Jordanis with capital murder for the killing of Chandra. In Texas, capital murder is reserved for the most serious homicide cases and allows prosecutors to seek the death penalty or life imprisonment without the possibility of parole if they are convicted. He was swiftly booked into the Dallas County Jail, and jail records showed that in addition to the capital murder charge, an immigration hold detainer was placed on him by ICE. This meant that even if he somehow made bail or was released, he would be transferred to federal custody. Of course, as you can imagine, no bail was granted in the immediate aftermath. The police investigation then began gathering some physical evidence. They collected blood evidence, fingerprints, and then the surveillance video footage. And what they caught was horrifying. Now, of course, for YouTube, I can't show the actual footage, and I'm not even sure if all of it has been made public. But it revealed everything. It shows the entire crime unfold. But most disturbingly, the cameras recorded Jordanis striking Chandra repeatedly until he was decapitated, and they even captured him kicking the severed head in the parking lot. All of that footage is out there somewhere. The police had every piece of possible evidence they needed. It's not every day that such a murder is captured on camera. To say the case is watertight would be an understatement. Within a day, the story of the Dallas decapitation made headlines around the world. However, it was somewhat overshadowed by the assassination of Charlie Kirk that day. So on this day, two of the most shocking cases in recent history were caught on camera. Jordanis' initial court appearance took place in the days following the arrest, and the charge of capital murder was formally read. Given the facts, experts noted that the case could meet the criteria for capital punishment, especially as it involved a murder committed during another felony, robbery. This is because he took Chandra's phone while he was killing him. And not only this, the murder has been categorized as outrageously cruel. A defence has been assigned to represent him. Any mental health evaluations or other defence strategies have not been made public, but given the extreme violence, it's possible his lawyers might explore some competency or insanity defences in the future. As of mid-December 2025, no such claims have been reported, as the case is still in its early stages. Just 3 days after the murder, Chandra's family held a funeral service in Texas. A beloved husband and father was gone, and the community was left grieving. In the aftermath, an online fundraiser was launched to assist the family with funeral costs, living expenses, and the son's future education. The GoFundMe campaign quickly surpassed its initial goal of $50,000. A link will be pinned in the comments and in the description. Publicly, the authorities have expressed determination to obtain justice. Trump has personally said this criminal will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Given the straightforward evidence, including video, eyewitness, and the confession, the trial, when it occurs, may focus more on punishment rather than proving guilt. It's also worth mentioning that due to his immigration status, any sentence will be served in the US, and he cannot be deported unless somehow released. The case of the Dallas Decapetation is one of the most gruesome cases in that area in recent times, and the fact that it was caught on camera only adds to the horror. Many people are hoping for the death penalty. However, some have speculated that due to the nature of the crime, the defense could have the opportunity at an insanity defense. Either way, it's likely that Jordanis will never see the light of day again.
He's not gonna see the light of good. Like literally, just go kill a random guy who literally had a family and he was a respectable gentleman. This illegal. Okay. See, that's kind of crazy. This person decides to go. Plus, he got. Oh, I got my feelings and got mad. Like niggas are not emotionally intelligent no more, bro. They just go with the emotion. If someone gets me mad, I'm gonna destroy everything. Like, where's your emotional intelligence? Like, niggas these days are just on something, bro. On something. Everyone is on something.